to address the ridiculous claims by religious people that evolution isn't true. First of all, the only reason to even make such a claim like that is because evolution conflicts with the Adam and Eve story of the Bible. Either a supernatural being made a man out of dirt and sand and then took his rib to make a woman, or we evolved from lower life forms. They both can't be right. So, the only motivation to deny evolution is to preserve the Adam and Eve story. Well, guess what? Even if evolution was 100% wrong, that still wouldn't prove there was a God. That means all the efforts made at poking holes in evolution won't get you any closer to proving a God exists. Evolution can prove the Bible wrong, but disproving evolution won't prove there's a God. So let's go through the arguments. 1. Evolution is just a theory. Actually, no. Evolution is a scientific theory. A scientific theory is a well-substantiated explanation of some aspect of the natural world that is acquired through the scientific method and repeatedly tested and confirmed through observation and experimentation. It's not just a guess. It's as close to the truth as we can get using the available evidence. 2. There's no evidence that proves evolution. No, there actually is overwhelming evidence that proves evolution. DNA alone proves evolution. With DNA, we can take any two species and find the common ancestor they both came from. All the other evidence, from fossils to the geographic locations where specific fossils are found, only verifies the DNA evidence that evolution is a proven fact. 3. Evolution has never been seen or observed. We see bacteria adapt to resist antibiotics. Without evolution, we couldn't make vaccines. There have been fruit fly experiments done, where two sets of the same species of fruit flies were separated and put into different living environments. Since fruit flies only live 24 hours, many generations can happen in a short period of time. Eventually, the two groups of fruit flies became different species and couldn't mate with each other to produce offspring. That proves they became two separate species of fruit flies. 4. There has never been an animal that gave birth to a different animal. True. Dogs will always have dogs and mice will always have mice. Evolution happens so incredibly slow that the exact point of an animal becoming another one is undetectable. It's like asking, when does a boy become a man? Nobody knows the exact second it happens, but you can compare a 12-year-old with a 20-year-old and know the difference. 5. There are no transitional fossils. Wrong. Just look it up. Possibly the best known of all transitional fossils, is the specimen of Archaeopteryx lithographica. There are plenty more. Visit the Museum of Natural History to see for yourself. 6. If humans came from monkeys, why are there still monkeys? Humans didn't come from monkeys. Humans and monkeys have a common ancestor. 7. It takes just as much faith to believe in evolution than it does God. Actually no, science is based on evidence, not faith. 8. Microevolution might be true, but macroevolution can't be proven. There is only one kind of evolution. Evolution is change over time. If a small amount of change happens over a small amount of time, then big amounts of change happen over big amounts of time. 9. Evolution doesn't explain how life came to exist. Very true. It only explains how life changes through time and why we have so many different species. The study of abiogenesis is about how life came from non-life. As of now, we don't really know for sure how it happened, but we do have several ideas on how it may have happened. Saying, I don't know doesn't mean a God did it. 10. Darwin's book has flaws in it. Yes, at the time Darwin wrote his book on evolution, we didn't have the technology and evidence we have now. That's how science works. As we get more evidence and get better technology to examine the evidence, we get closer and closer to the truth. We now know more about the scientific theory of evolution than we do about the scientific theory of gravity. At this point, evolution has become a fact. To sum up, it is absolutely ridiculous, in this day and age, to deny evolution. It has been a proven fact for over 100 years now. The more it is studied and the more evidence we find, the more solid the scientific theory becomes. The only way to disprove science is with more science, not with supernatural superstition. Anyone claiming evolution isn't true, is just willfully ignorant of the evidence that proves it true. Evolution may be in direct conflict with religious beliefs, but that's not the fault of science. It's okay to have your own beliefs, but not your own facts. If you want to believe evolution isn't true, go ahead, but you can't go around claiming it's not true to others. Claims without evidence can be dismissed without evidence. What's true is true, no matter what you believe.